I don't know, it could be like.
Shalom.
Shalom.
And we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Mokwakadash, and Shalom to the brothers out there. And then before that, I want to give double honor to our pastors and elders of Great Millstone, who stay pushing this truth and teaching us the breakdowns of the scriptures, all right? And then to the sisters that listen to this truth, and shalom to you all, But anyway, today's lesson, man, is about what's going on right now, man. You see, there's a lot of things going on. You see the government shut down over there in Babylon. So you know what that means, man, for Jacob. Yeah, that's Jacob's trouble right now, man. Okay, so we know how Jacob's trouble right now over there in Babylon. Right now, people working for free. They're working for free. They're not getting paid. So that's the trouble right there. So how you gonna pay your bills and all that, But hey, man, it's written in the scriptures, though, that Jacob's trouble is gonna come. And that's what's going on right now. And what's going on over there in Babylon, when you look deep into it with the scriptures, man, if somebody works, you're supposed to pay them. If you don't pay them, that's against, that's really against the scriptures, man. But we know the so-called white man, this devil here, he's not about this truth, man. The words of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai is not in him, man, okay? So that's why he's doing what he's doing, okay? Because they're cool with homosexual, they're cool with everything, right? So but now, like we see, man, the trouble of Jacob is here right now, man, all right? Somebody give me Ezekiel 33 and 32 real quick. That time is here right now, man. All right? Soon enough, man, who knows, man? It might reach over here in Australia. We don't know that, but soon enough, man, through the spirit, by the way Australia carries itself, it's like they're trying to go under the American ways, that Western. And we know Australia it's no different from America, when the English people that came here from England, they're the same people that were sent over there in USA. So the same people, man, fucking Esau, Edomites back again, So they do the same thing all over, man. All right, because here you got signs that says "Make Australia Great Again," and you got that same saying over there in America saying what? "Make America Great Again." And guess who's in the office, man? Fucking Trump. What's he doing in office, man? Nothing really. But he's a fucking puppet, following the orders of the rich families, man, the elite. So Australia is under the same, the same what's the word? The same
government.
Yeah, the same government, Because really, man, the government is, you gotta be high in the government. So the prime minister and all that, they're low, man. There's high government, man, which is the rich family, man. Okay, all right. Because remember, the scripture says, well, Yahweh Shai is gonna be the the governor. So that he's in high place. So for this fucking this prime minister and to call himself a governor, hey, they're around us, man. There's a higher governor than them, which is the elite, the rich family, man. The queen, man. Come on, man. Because that time is right here, man. It's coming. If your eyes ain't wide open, you're not gonna be able to see what's going on right now, man. Because you go on social media, man. Everybody's it's like when you see when you see this shit, you go on social media, you see people, everybody's happy. Nobody's talking about the government shutdown. The only people that are talking about the government shutdown is the brothers in the truth. Like the brothers I follow on Instagram. In this truth. They're the ones who's talking about it, but the rest of them, nobody's saying shit. How many NBA players talking about the government shutdown? How many of them? They ain't saying nothing, man. Rappers, how many of them are saying nothing? Saying anything? The only thing they're talking about is I believe it was a football team that went to the White House.
Clemson,
Clemson, yeah. They went to the White House.
Yeah,
you might know better than I do, man.
Yeah, it was. They went to I think White House, and Donald Trump had burgers like fucking like Burger Kings and shit like that.
And the Wendy's and shit.
Yeah, Wendy's and shit. Yeah.
Oh man, that's a disrespect, man.
Yeah.
Because hey, any Jake in the world can afford a fucking Wendy's, man.
Yeah, facts.
Because I don't know, you brothers have been to Babylon. Wendy's is like it's like McDonald's, bro. You know?
Really?
Yeah, bro. Like there's nothing special about Wendy's, man.
Burgers like fucking. I was like, what the fuck? Literally like burgers, like Hungry Jacks. You know, imagine going around like having winning something, you go to Hungry Jacks, try a White House. So it's like so cool White House.
Hey, that shows you like the pride of fucking Donald Trump, man. But
that's how much Donald Trump values us, man.
Yeah, for real.
What the hell?
But it shows you how much like this white man values us as a people, man. Because when you look like NBA, NFL, who wants that, man? Who like what is it?
I mean, the owner is it?
Yeah, Jews. Yeah. You know, the so-called fucking Jewish. It's like Jewish, you know. But when you look at like you know, when you like there's a word I'm looking for. You know, when you're the best at everything. The Jakes are, the best at everything, right?
Yeah.
So there's a word I'm looking for. Dominate. Yeah. At Jakes, man, and we dominate NBA, football, which is NFL, soccer. The best players. What's the guy from Brazil? Perry. That's Jake, man.
Yeah, all of them are Jakes.
Fucking Jake right there. But hey, the white man, hey, who never tell you that shit, man. He trying to like push all these other, the so-called white people in Australia. I guess the person they know, David Beckham, which you would believe he might be a Jake.
He could be a Jake.
Yeah, he could be a Jake.
He got a little swagger, yeah. He could be definitely
when you watch him play soccer, man, he got a Jake. Hey, Zinedine Zidane, that's a Jake.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic, that nigga's a Jake.
That's a Jake.
Biggest Jake.
Hey, Zidane, bro, he came from Algeria. He's famous from Algeria. When you look like when from the AD, when the so-called us when AD happened, when AD in the 7 AD when whole history happened, which it's in book of Luke 21, the chapter 21, it tells you whether when that happened, all them Jacks flew into Egypt, and when you look the country they flew into, it's like Algeria, that's north coast of Africa, Egypt, Libya. So Jacks went to those areas, right?
Yep.
So they went out in those areas. So when you look David Beckham, I'm like Zidane, he's a Jake. Like, hey, that guy is a Jake, man. So David Beckham, he's a Jake.
Zlatan.
Yeah, Zlatan, that's a Jake right there. But when we say that, people be like, nah, man, like this nigga trying to bring in all these other nations into this truth. But really, man, that's the truth right there, man. Because like Daniel, it tells you, like in Book of Daniel, it tells you that there were gonna be confusion faces right there, man. Okay. So hey, you other camps that teach that, like if you look certain way, a Jake, you guys are going off, man. You guys got fucking going off, right? You're going off, man. The apostles and elders, they'll tell you that. They preach the same truth we preach, man. When you read those the parables of Yahushua, or you read what Yahushua was doing, he was going to the publicans, which were sinners, right? And then the apostles or the disciples, what they do? They push this truth into who? The Gentiles. And who are the Gentiles? The other, they were Israelites who carried on with the Greek customs, right? And which today they do the same thing, man. They do the same thing. You're gonna have Chinese, Japanese, Europeans, Africans, the so-called Africans, because let's say the slavery started in Africa, which means like if you look African, like you're African, right? But these motherfuckers, they're so fucking stupid that they don't know that the slavery started like when the white man went in Africa to take those slaves out. He was taking our Jake's out, to come build this fucking city up, because they know the knowledge of us, man, as a people. We we can do anything, man. Anything, because Yahweh Hashem Yeshua gave us that knowledge, man, to do anything, man.
But I was reading that book from Robert. And he was saying back before the Muhammad was the Caucasus Mountains, they were saying that Jake in the Moors, sorry, it's like the Moors, yeah, they're the ones that told these people how to pretty much speak English and also speak, actually not English, so speak, and also maths too, man. We taught how to do maths as well. So it's crazy how prideful you get, like, by knowing that, like, it's like, wow, man, you know, that you think that, you know, yeah, you go to school, you have professors and all that, they're white, and you think, oh man, you know, these motherfuckers taught us everything. But, you know, the Moors and stuff, and the Moors were black too, so they taught these Caucasians, when they were in the Caucasus Mountains, how to pretty much be proper too, and even not just like maths and shit, how to be like well mannered and shit as well. So it's like the book was like, wow, man,
right. And then that's the point right there. You know, the Esdras, the chapter 6, when it says that Esau, you know, is the end of this world, and Jacob is you know, it tells you, man, Esau is ruling this earth, man, which means he took everything away from us, man, which means he's like going around deceiving people, man. Revelation tells you that, man. The book of Revelation, I believe chapter 19 or 20, it tells you that, you know, they're deceiving people, man. The same shit they're doing right now, man. Because, hey, when you go to college, who's teaching you, man? The so-called white men teaching you all this shit, man. And then you're like, oh, man, you know, they're the ones who know the truth, don't know everything. But really, we're the one who taught them that, taught them everything. And what they do? Brought us down as a people in a low place, and they exalted themselves as people, man, you know?
Exalted themselves
as gods, yeah. You know, Thessalonians, it tells you that, man. Second Thessalonians tells you that they're gonna exalt themselves as gods in order, you know, the Most High, and that's what they're doing right now, man. It tells you everything, man, you know. But if you don't believe that, hey, that's on you, man. There's a stumbling block on you for you not to believe it, man. Okay.
Also, like they said, there was a scripture said too about how the images, the graven images too. Not only did they paint the image of the Yahweh Shai too, but also the great men that did great things too. Like if you look, what's his name?
King David.
King David.
Yeah.
Who else?
There was King David.
What's that name? Was it Picasso or something?
Who's a drawing?
Yeah, painter. Who was
the painter? That's just Jake, man.
Yeah, I think it was actually a nigga.
He was a Jake.
Yeah.
Really? Because
but the painter must you look like
it's like spiritual, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you look at what he was drawing and all that, and when you look at people that can really like the Picasso was it?
I don't know. It was a great painter. Like everybody knows.
Hey, Picasso. But anyway, Picasso. When you look at the, you know, his back in when I was in college, when I was in Arizona, I was in this art class, right? And then, man, hey, that shit made me mad. You know what? They start bringing out pictures of King David, naked on shit, you know, showing his privates, you know. I was like, in my head, I'm like, man, that, you know, man, I was trying to lose it, man, in class. In the same class I was in there, I was there with my woman, and she's like, trying to like, you know how women are trying to be loud. I was like, relax, you know, because we know, like, you know, in history, we know King David never did none of that shit they show you in the fucking history of the arts. King David never did it. So Picasso, you know, I mean, some other artists, they drew pictures of like King David like being naked and all that. I'm like, King David never did that, man. That's your ways, because in the first place he's white man, but we know through, you know, the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yeshua through the Bible, King David was a black man. His son, he himself said, was of, you know, a black color, man. You read the Song of Solomon, it tells you that, man, you know. So from that, that's how we knew, man. That's how we knew, like, you know, believing, knowing this is the truth in the Bible, believing, because believing, man, believing is a strong word. It's a strong word. When you believe in something, it's a strong word. When you believe in scriptures, it's a strong hope. That's a strong, like, a hoping, man, you know. But, you know, from there, when I was like, nah, man, that's not King David right there. You guys are painting those pictures to really, like, show your ways, show your tradition as a white people, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause, hey, when you go to the beach, what do you see, man? White people are like fucking wailing as a man, like wearing Australians call it Andes, you know, the Andes.
Speedos.
Speedo. Wearing Speedo, man. A Jay go to the beach and he put long shorts, like a basketball shorts and all that. Go to the beach and swim. You never see a Jay with fucking Speedo on, man. Cause he knows, like, through the spirit. See, that's the spirit on us, man. We know through the spirit, man, like, that ain't right, man. That ain't fucking right. Cause it happens, like, this is, a slack here. It might be going off, but what happens when you put your Speedo on? Your private part's gonna start showing.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like that, man. But this fucking crackers do that shit, man. That's going off right there. They're women, same thing. Bikinis and all that, it show you their parts. It's going off, man. Cause what? The scripture says, like, you're supposed to, as a woman, you're supposed to, who you are, man. And then when you see the Arabs, the history, Muhammad, the Muslim prophet, the shit he took over, it was what? The customs of Israelites. Cover yourself as a woman. He took that shit away from Israelites, man. Because when you read their book, it teaches the same things that our Bible teaches, man. They took away our customs, man.
Yeah, it took away they stole that scripture, man, to be shamefaced, shamefaced, man.
Con. And then Psalms 83 or I always get confused with scripture 82 or 83. It tells you that we're gonna be destroyed as people, as a people in remembrance. And when you look at the nations that did it, it tells you, man. It tells you the nations that did it, Edomites, those Arabs, the so-called Africans, the Moabites. They took everything away from us, man. And now there was a video, man, like, I showed you the video on Instagram. Hey, them Chinese over there, bro, guess what they're doing? Those the sponge, electric hair carry, doing the same thing. Waves, doing the same thing, They're doing the same thing, man.
I seen a video like that. He was an Asian. He went through all of this procedure to get out here, man.
Hey, like, there's a video now, man.
Yeah, I seen that.
But you see what I mean, though?
Yeah.
All these nations did out. And the nations, and the wise ones in those nations, guess what they do, man? Fucking studying us, man. They see what we do. They do the fucking same thing all the fucking time, man. But guess what, man? A Jake, through, like, your body, your movements, that's how Jake is spotted, man. That's why when we say these people are Jakes, it's because that's their body movements, man. That's who they're meant to be like. Which is a spiritual thing for you to to read it, like, oh, that's a Jake, man. Like, our friend, we have a friend here named Dean, man. Dean, that's a fucking Jake, man. Yeah. Hey, he's a Serbian. But when you look at the guy, you talk to him, what he does, man, he's a fucking Jake. But he's Serbian, from Serbia, right? But hey, if you're trying to speak to, like, Australians, that, they're gonna be like, fucking him. The guy got hops. I play basketball with him. I play basketball. The guy got bounced. That's a Jake right there, man. How many can you find naturally? They're going to the gym trying to work out. Who got bounced? How many can you find? Zero, man. Fucking 0%. But this guy, man, I've been hearing stories from our friends of his when he was young, dude. The guy was, he chubby. He was chubby here, so which means like he had a lot of fat on him, right? So the guy lost all that chubby away from him, right? Guess what he started doing, man? Playing basketball, moving like a Jake, dunking and shit. That's a Jake right there, man. Because we know that right now. Once you lose all that, like, your body fat, because it carries you, it weighs you down. When you do that, you become what? You become who you're supposed to be, man. Because you're eating all this junk food, you're doing all this because your diet is not right. So your body, like, the food you eat, it's a pollution to your body, man. You know what I'm saying? So from there, that's how we can tell a Jake, man. And I don't want to be, funny about it, but he might know, hey, that nigga David, man, David. Hey, man, like, the guy's in the gym all the time, bro. All the time. The guy's like a robot, man. He cannot move. Hey, you seen that, right? Yeah. The guy is stiff. But if I bring Dean right there to, the way we play basketball at, if I bring Dean right there, it's not gonna be the same way as David. But he looks what? Like us. But that's the spirit that tells you, man. you gotta try every spirit, and the spirit really is like your body, man. You know, the way you move the body, the way you carry yourself, it's your body, man. When you read that Romans 8, of spirit, you know, you wanna get it? One of you guys wanna get it? Man, you know, and select your brothers out there, man, because hey, that's the thing that needs to be bring out, man. You know, because you got like these camps that they don't believe if you look a certain way, you know, like Jake, if you know, which is wrong, man. Because you got people that don't look like, you know, so-called black man, so-called Negro, do the same thing we do, you know. And then the book of Daniel tells us confusion face, and the book of James tells us we're scattered around the four corners, man. You know what I'm saying? So like, and you know, Jake, man, he gets down. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, you know, Jakes get down, man. Like the brother from a day in the LA camp. What he say, man? Jakes get down. The Jakes that went to you know, that were fighting in the war, or as soldiers that went to Korea, Vietnam. You know, those Jakes. You know, then lineage is still there, man. You know, Jakes like to pop women, man. So that, you know, that's how you know that's a Jake right there, man. They went over there, did that thing. They still carried on. So when you see a Jake, you know, doing the same thing we do, which is, you know, this other nation doing the same thing we do, that's a Jake right there, man. But you guys have you don't have the spirit to send these things we say, man. All right, hey, read it.
This is Romans 8:16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High.
Yeah, it's still that's it right there, man. The spirit of a person, the way a person carry himself, you know, the shit they're going through, you know, the curses, you know, you can see like the so-called white people, you know, the so-called Asian, going through the same thing we going through, man. You know, because there's a saying that what is it, the Moabites, the Asians, they're supposed to be intelligent, really, you know. But when you look, you know, the time we're living in, you got Moabites that work where we work. You know, in the way I work, you got Moabites that work in the way I work. And when I seen it, I was like, hold up, you know, because you know, when you drive through these suburbs like Sunnybank, Roncon, you know, those areas, you know, Collinville, who's the top of those suburbs? Asians, right? So when you hold on, man, that ain't right. You're supposed to be living in a fucking big mansion, having all that money, driving an Oscar. You know, I drive you know, me and the bird right here, we drive, you know, good cars, right? So when you know, when we step on the street, we see, you know, Asians driving nice cars. But I tell you this, man, they drive fast cars than our cars, right? But they never want to do what we do, man. They never want to give you a little race. They never want to do that, because you know what? They're fucking motorbikes, man. But on top of that, you're gonna meet a Jake, an Asian that look like a, you know, who got that spirit on him. It's like, let's go right now, man. You know, like I met Jakes, man, like, you know, hey, an Asian, you know, we like have a race for a few miles, and then we stop right there, because you know they're traveling over there, and we stop right there. And the ones that do that, man, it's because they're Jakes, man. I tell you that. You know, one time I was driving my car, and this fucking motorbike was driving up, and